So this is part one. Weird Suffolk. Was Denham Suffolk most haunted village? Was it? I know by experience of growing up here that it was. Before the ghost of Denham began to appear in the village, a speckled monster had plagued those who lived there. Smallpox, after plague, was the most dreaded disease of its era. Those who didn't kill it, often blinded or left sickened for life. Survivors often terribly disfigured by the rash of deep pustules which wreaked havoc on the princes and paupers alike. In the 1600s, around 400,000 people a year died from smallpox. A third of those who survived were blinded. Spread from person to person, victims would become ill around 10 days after infection, feeling unwell, with fever, vomiting, a headache and backache. After 2 to 4 days, the rash would appear on the face, arms and the legs, grown over the days to large pustule blisters. If death was approaching, it would claim its victim within the first or second week of the illness. And so, in Denham, near Bury St Edmunds, where I grew up, smallpox ravaged the Lewkanor family, leaving 2 sons and 6 daughters without parents. A tragedy which is depicted in a spectacular monument in St Mary's Church. And this is St Mary's Church. I used to play around here when I was little, and this was always open, but it's locked now, sadly. But inside this church there's statues of the whole family that died from smallpox. All these used to be barns, but now they are homes. Sir Edward Lewkanor and his wife Susan both died of smallpox within a day of each other in 1605, a disease which would also claim their grandson 30 years later. The pair died at Denham Hall, close to the church where both rest for eternity, and it is the church, the hall and the surrounding area which concerns us today. For there is an undulating countryside. Denham boasts not one, but almost a dozen different ghosts, which have been spotted by incredulous villagers and visitors, and which vary from a phantom monk that walks along the pathway to a ghostly woman stepping from the church gate. Could they be connected to the tragic deaths of the Lewkanors? Witnesses have also seen spirit walking over a nearby bridge and a misty figure that has floated down the steep hill close to the 16th century Denham Hall. Terrifying, on this very same hill, a pair of evil-looking glowing red eyes can be seen in the steep bank, watching whoever passes by. And that was about the Lewkanors. So I know about the Lewkanors a bit myself. I have just read this part. But the Lewkanors, they were a complete big family. I'm going to see if I can look through the window and see the statues. No, I can't. Oh yeah, actually I can, but I don't know if you'll be able to see them. Can you see them or not? So that there is the whole entire family. I hope that you can see them. They have got wonderful statues of the whole family in St Mary's Church in Denham, Suffolk. and that is where the statues are. And I'm going to see if I can just show you the hall quickly. This has been transformed into flats, but this is where the Lewkanor family lived, and they owned the whole of the Denham estate. Yeah, they owned it all, and this was abandoned for years and years, this hall. And us kids, we used to play in this hall, in this mansion. So that's the mansion now. I'm not going to go up there because it's private now, but we used to all play inside there. And it was told that there was a spirit in an armchair used to rock in this room, and we was told whereabouts it was. So us kids, being kids, we went down the cellar part, and then you had to walk up the steps. And when we walked up the steps to find this room that we was told about, the room was completely cemented up. But inside that hall, we used to go in there, and there was a big ballroom in there, and it was absolutely stunning. So anyway, I thought I'd just show you a little bit about Denham Church and the Lewkanors, and I'm going to do part 2, and that's probably going to be about the headless man.